Haron Adoli in 7th Uganda, by the way. Set his personal best when he won that World Junior title in Nairobi last year. Haron Adoli of Uganda, second in his heat, 46.38, he's 44.9. Now, who can judge this the best? Who can finish with something in hand and give themselves a good chance of a medal in the final? Only the first two go through by right, so there isn't a great deal of room for error. You need to be in the first two. Lovely smooth running from the Kenyan Waresa. There in the centre of picture, just sheltering the Jamaican yellow vest of Anthony Cox. And he possibly leads at the moment. Good running too from the St. Lucia leads inside him in the light blue vest. Michael Joseph, big fella, moving well around the first 300, but now Waresa begins to dig deep. So is Steve Solomon going to have to do that if he wants to get there, and he's not going to do it. And coming through the Ugandan, the big Ugandan, Haron Adoli, with a fabulous run, and he's going to take this one. Very close at the front end there. Boy, oh boy, what a finish from Adoli, 45.81. That is a lifetime best. His first time under 46 seconds. What a run from the 27-year-old. I thought Boniface Waresa had it sewn up, but he was run down. I think Anthony Cox was third, but only the first two go through by right. 45.80 for Haron Adoli of Uganda. He goes through to the final.
Consolidated massively down the back straight, then he went again. Meanwhile, the Botswanan Pasella in lane number 8 was going nicely. Now he's chilling a little bit, and then he goes again. And in the middle of that was the Ugandan here. Look at the tall figure on the outside. They're national champion this year, running 46.38, and as you say, gritting his teeth, getting himself into that top two position. The Kenyan held on well in the end. He was puffing out his cheeks a bit, but he got the automatic qualifying spot under 46 seconds as well.
Hello and welcome to the Athlete's Voice. We are live from one of the most beautiful hills of Kampala, and that's the Mbuya Hill. Thank you very much for watching this show, and thank you for subscribing. For those who have already subscribed, I urge the rest of us watching to subscribe and like, hit the notifications button so that you get notified on each and everything. Today we have
400 and 200 meter runabout, majorly 400.
Yes, but I wanted to say we have a giant in the studio.
Okay.
In the frame and the name of Haron Adoli.
Okay.
A 400 meters runner and
Yes.
200 meters runner.
Yes.
You're most welcome to the show, Haron.
Thank you very much. I'm really very happy to be here and being hosted by you. I'm really so happy.
The honor is mine for you to spare your time and be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so basically you have been all over the place in athletics.
Yeah, true.
Just a little bit. Who is Adoli Haron?
Adoli Haron is a Ugandan doing 400 and 200 meters. My home village is Agwenonyual village. That is in the northern part of Uganda. I think basically that is
Agwenonyual.
Yes, Agwenonyual village.
So that means there are so many chickens.
There are so many chickens that come from there. Actually, that name came from people migrated to that area. So our great grandfathers started keeping chicken, and chicken from there would not easily die. From the chicken pox and some other chicken stuff. That is now when they got that name out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I one day I need to visit that.
Yeah, you should.
I need the chicken.
You should come and get some chicken from there,
please. So now we delve more into athletics.
Okay.
Tell me a bit about your athletic story, because I remember all of a sudden we were seeing a tall guy running in Nambole.
Okay. My story is quite interesting because I think I'm one of the guys that were very talented in very many sports. Actually, when I walk down there, people look at me like a basketballer. Others describe me like a footballer. Others see me like I can do rugby because of my body. So I think I had all the qualities of doing sports in me.
Okay.
I think after doing football for quite a number of years from my childhood, because football is a game that is mostly known in Uganda and some other parts of the world because how they branded it. I picked up interest in athletics after some times because I remember that really I can run, because during my primary school I would run 100 meters and 200 meters.
Oh.
And I remember I was short, not tall how I am right now, and really beat those guys. So I picked up interest in running in 2019 when I came around in Kampala here.
Okay.
Because my football career was almost coming to an end. Because football is selection, and it is teamwork and selection. You need to be selected by coach. It is not individual. Then I thought twice, maybe if I work hard, I cannot be malice in athletics, because athletics, it is your line.
It's your line?
Yes, your
And
own
your
line
race.
and your own race. And there is no way, even if anybody has bad intentions on you, it is very hard to malice you.
Yeah, true.
So that is when I picked up interest in running. Luckily enough, with hard work, I made the team that very year, my first year, and I think I ran personal best, because I think my first race I did a 46.45, and that made me automatically qualify for Morocco.
Yes, that was Africa Seniors?
Yes, African Senior in Morocco. So I was so happy being my first time and doing the things, and representing and carrying your flag was something really big for me. And along the way, I really got to know about people who helped me in my career so much. I think you might know him. Paul Okello has been like a coach to me, a brother to me. Since he identified me, he saw the height and was like, yeah, I think you can run, because now all you need is energy. If you put energy in this body, I think you can really do great. So he has been so good to me even up to this point.
Yeah. So exactly how do you get discovered? Because as a footballer, you said your career in football was coming to an end, and you needed a sport that does not entertain malice or any other funny thing. So how exactly do you get? Where do they see you?
I think I discovered myself because I was a striker, and I liked long balls so much, so I could give defenders a lot of hard time when it comes to chasing the ball. So that is when I think I got the confidence of running in me. Then I had to come and try out, but I didn't just wake up and come and try. I had days of road runs and working and doing things that I don't know in athletics, but I was trying.
Yes, but then how do you get to be involved with Paul? You've mentioned Paul Okello, the organizing secretary currently for the federation.
Yeah.
So where is the meeting point?
So I think with Paul, it was I think I was lucky to meet him, to work with somebody who is so experienced in that field, because I think the way I met him, he was dealing with prison athletes that he was helping them. Then by that time also, I think I was almost joining KIU. Then I had friends from prison, that is Oyuko Benson's, Nyeko, Adupa, Walters.
Yes.
So these guys were all under Coach Paul. And the advantage, they were all speaking my language. So it was very easy to communicate.
Northern connection.
Yeah, Northern connection now. So I think that is how we easily connected, and they helped me reach him to see that, you're doing things blindly. Because I remember I could do programs that I even don't know. I was so blind. I didn't know anything about athletics. Then they told me, we have somebody that, can help you. Good enough. He accepted me and started helping me out.
And like they said, the rest is history.
Yeah.
So how do you come to meet these guys? You said your your athletics journey began when you moved to Kampala.
Yeah.
So how do you end up with prisons? You had somebody there, or had you come to actually join university?
I think when I came to town here, I was coming to try life out, and because I remember when I came here, I was playing football, regional football, that is Saviors. After there, I was able to play Masaza Cup for Gomba Lions.
Oh.
So when I played football for Gomba Lions, they identified me in Wankulukuku for Express. That is when I got loaned from Saviors. Remember now, my junior team was Saviors. Yes. So I got loaned from Saviors to Wankulukuku.
To Express.
Yeah. So.
Viewers, Express Football Club in the Ugandan League is one of the oldest clubs and one of the biggest clubs in local football. So now it's a bit of a sleeping giant, but for Haron to have been scouted by Express Football Club, it's a very big deal in Ugandan football. So that means he is a would-be material for the Uganda national football team, the Uganda Cranes, away from just to clarify to the viewers. But me, I'm for Villa. So
okay.
I'm not blowing for Express. I'm for Villa. So
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I came to Wankulukuku, I had not very good times in football because we had issues with the honestly payment and units to survive. We had issues with playing time. I think those were some of the challenges that I faced in my football career. So I thought of what next can I do with my energy. So something.
The energy was in the bank.
Yeah, the energy was in the bank.
It needed to come out.
Yeah, it needed to come out. So I said, what next can I do? So we thought about athletics. So athletics, how do we get to do athletics? So I think the simplest way was to maybe go to school and do athletics.
Yeah.
So by that time, I started having connections in KIU. By that time, the coach of KIU was Latigo.
Kasim
Latigo. I can say that I also worked with him because it was in KIU. So from there, I got opportunity from people who speak my language.
Okay.
They were in KIU, but working in Uganda prisons. So now it was a hard choice for me.
Okay. Yeah. So and then you start running. You've made the team in your first season of trying. Explain to me, how did it feel setting off Entebbe Airport?
It was a great feeling for me because these are things we would just see airplanes fly, I remember Coach Paul Okello making fun of me that he calls me Ole, you are in the plane now. I was really so happy. It was one of the best feelings. It was like a dream come true, It was a very good experience for me. Like, I don't know, I can't even just express it.
Yeah, and of course, rightfully wearing the Uganda that, sometimes I'm not very happy when I see everyone in Angola at the national trials wearing Uganda. My gut feeling is you must deserve it. You must wear Uganda because you deserved it, not because Haron used to wear Uganda, then he just decided to donate his vest to somebody like that. And then you see so many, you expect a lot of fireworks from the Uganda brands, but then the fellows are doing nothing. So sometimes it baffles me. I don't want to.
Okay.
We have said many times when we broadcast live our national trials.
Okay.
And we've always advocated for clubs wearing their club vests. If it's prisons, let it be prisons.
Okay.
And these are things that would make you get associated easily with a sponsor if they have their brand. But if I'm sponsoring you and my name is Onyango Francis, but you're wearing Uganda, I will want you to wear something of mine. Okay? So, well, How does it feel wearing a deserved national color?
I think it's a great feeling. The young people there really, they need to work for a Ugandan kit like this. I think it is something you've said, but wrongfully people wear it in a wrong way, because I don't expect somebody to wear Uganda while going to the market. It gives a bad impression for me. Like you're wearing a Ugandan kit and you're in the bar. I think it is a bad impression for me also. You're using a Ugandan kit majorly at wrong points. I think one of the issues also that we have with Ugandan kits here, most of our athletes, we are not under sponsorships.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we are not under sponsorships, and it is really so hard. But I think it is not something very bad as it is for most of these top guys to use Uganda. I think it is also kind of selling, mostly selling, though.
Also a bit of prestige.
Yeah, prestige, and I think, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we will take the story on from the exploits in Morocco, and we see how this trip built our athlete here. Keep it here, UGathletix. Thank you. Welcome back to UGathletix. We are still here with Mr. Haron Adoli, the giant from Uganda, as Rob Walker referred to him in the Commonwealth Games. So before we went off to the break, you had told us about your first experience in national colors in Morocco at the Africa Seniors. So tell us about Morocco. How did it go there?
Morocco was kind of a good experience for me, though a bad one, because I think by that time I would have medaled in that very first year. Though it is unbelievable, but I knew Coach Paulo knew it, because in my last days of training I picked up an injury.
Wow.
Yeah, I picked up an injury around my foot. That was like 1 week to my travel, so it was really so bad for me. And with the system of nowadays, I think unless it is a week to go and you're in the team, that is when you can really make it. Because I think my injury came now when it was just like a week to go. That is when I had now to go, but otherwise I wasn't going to go, because if I'd gotten the injury like one month prior to competition, yeah, we have seen very many athletes who don't make the team because of injuries.
Yes.
So me, I think I made it because of that 1 week. So they said, but really it is just 1 week.
The visa is everything is secure, the air ticket. So really,
yeah, there is nothing much we can do about that. So still, I didn't do things professionally when I went there, because I still had to compete. I would have rested from there. I still had to compete. I remember I was limping. I came out from heats. I came to semifinals.
Oh, you made the semis?
Yes, I made the semifinals, and even I was going to make the finals, because I think when I started running, I started now feeling pain from the 250 meters, and my body could not contain it anymore. I was all ahead from the word go up to 250 meters. Remember, I'm a very excited young man who wants to run, just doesn't mind of.
It doesn't matter who is chasing you.
Yeah, true. So that is the experience for me. So majorly now Morocco, I think I just went out to make friends, socialize with people, and really it was a good experience for me, changing environment and seeing how some other different parts of the world operate. So I think it was good for me.
Did you any particular friends you met from Morocco that come to mind?
Their names are...
Apart from the Ugandan athletes you went with.
Yeah, I think I made quite a number of friends. I have friends from Namibia. I made friends from Botswana. I made friends from Morocco itself. Because I remember when every time I would go to the hotel, they could see me and wonder how my height is. Even I got advantage of my height. I could not make lines when I'm going for dinner. They say, come and get food. So that was the advantage for me. So it was really something. So I made friends from Namibia, Botswana, and some other teams. I remember basketball ladies were there. I made friendship with them. Swimmers were there. We made friendship. Handball, they were there too. I think I made a couple of friends.
Yeah. So then, how does life continue after the Africa Seniors in Morocco, 2019? We come back to Uganda.
So after 2019, it was really hard for me because I think I pushed my body. That affected me so much after the injury. And I want to tell every athlete that is hearing this that if you have an injury, the best way you can solve is to rest. You don't need to force things out, because even a vehicle sometimes need repair, and even if you're trying to start it, you will just spoil some other parts. So I think it affected me so much, because when I ran with that injury, I didn't again compete almost for the next 2 years. Remember that we now started having injury in, injury out, injury out.
Yes.
I think it affected me so much. But every time I know I could come, every time I would appear in the field, my first try, I would make the team. Every time I would come, I would make the team. But the worst part of it is I would get injuries at the end of the day.
Yes, I remember. I think that was 2019, the national championships.
Yes.
And if I hope I'm right.
Yes.
The 400 meters, when we had a Kenyan.
Yes.
By the name Alphas.
Yes, Alphas. Koseyin, something
yes,
of that kind.
And at that time also you still had we had Leonard Opin.
Yes.
And a couple of other guys. Right, let's run through that. How was that?
I was running with the very experienced players.
Yes.
Opin was some guy who is very experienced in 400 meters.
Yes.
Because he had been doing the things for a long time.
Yes.
Alphas is a very experienced 400 meter who had been in World Championship very many times.
Yes.
I think I was the only newbie who was doing well, and I think these guys, when they executed their races very well, if I'm to remember that race very well, I was number 3, right?
Yes, you got a bronze medal.
Yes, I got a bronze medal. I was number 3 after Leonard Opin.
Yes.
So these guys...
Alphas won the race.
Yes, he won the race.
He was running in lane 8.
Yes, he won the race. Then Opin came in with a 45.9. Something
I don't have the times though.
I remember though. So these guys were very experienced from how they executed their race. I think I learned a lot from them, because when Alphas started this race, he kind of relaxed. Yes. Then when he reached the 200 meters, that is when you see he was kind of now trying to give a message that,
guys,
I'm going, you guys are not coming, I'm leaving you guys. So I think Opin knew the pace also. He had to, by the time I was waking up, guys were already, but I think it was a good experience for me.
And in that same championships is one of the funniest races I have seen in my life, involving you. In the 4x4 relays.
Okay.
You remember?
Yes, I remember that very well. I remember. Yes, I remember.
Because it was Team Prisons versus
Wildlife. By that time.
Yes, Wildlife.
Yes.
And then you were anchoring for Prisons.
Yes.
And you got the baton first.
Yes.
But Opin was right behind you.
Yes.
And how was it for you, the athlete, before I talk about how it was for me, the spectator?
I think for me, because I had the advantage because my baton came first. And I also had an advantage that we were almost in the same fitness level.
Yes.
So the only advantage that I had, I was ahead of him. So I told myself, boy, you're not getting me. You're not getting me. You're not getting me. So when I started my first curve, my first curve is always I try to create the distance. When I create the distance, I hold at my comfortable pace, because I know right behind there you're burning to catch me up.
You're also burning, yes.
Yes, you're burning to catch me up. And I think it's just patience. And when I reach the 360, 370, that is when I try now to change. But I think it was a very great
relay that is the day for me. If I'm to caption the race, I will always say the day Leonardo Payne chased Haron Adoli like a chicken thief.
Yeah, true.
Because you guys really had it. And like you're saying, you were ahead, he was behind.
Yes.
Now, remember the relay is the last event.
Yes.
So everyone is tired from previous competitions. And so as much as he's chasing you, he's also tired.
Yeah, true.
You're also tired.
Yeah, true.
So I think it was a very interesting moment. That was the national championships.
Yeah, national.
Yes. And then thereafter, you went off on a bit of a lengthy injury layoff.
Yeah.
So at that time, are you running with the injury as well?
No, I think I went home. Yes, I think I went home for rehab, because they told me to be off for some times.
Okay.
So when I came back 2019, it was around Africa was around June to July, or August to July to August.
I don't
just
remember,
there.
Yes.
So I think the following year, that is 2020, we came and started off with the training. So when we started off training, you remember I went off for some times again. Then that is when I got an opportunity to join Uganda prisons, because sometimes you need to survive.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to survive.
Not just sometimes, but all the time we need to survive.
Yeah.
And the life of an athlete, going off to train on your own, without facilitation. You need to eat well. You need to sleep well. You need to access facilities like the gym. You need transport. If you're going to train in Ambole and you're living in Luzira, you won't get there by miracle. So you need money. And unfortunately, for a country like Uganda, where we don't have so much resources, we don't, many athletes, I think, drop off at this point when they have alternative sources of income. So it is a few strong-hearted that continue. And again, like I've said before, I'll say big ups to the forces, prisons, Uganda Police, UPDF, Uganda Wildlife Authority, for supporting athletes, because at least when an athlete has a salary, however little it is something, to start
keep
you off,
going,
to keep you going as you work hard for bigger things, to make a name. So for me, I always say big up to the forces. I wish many other companies, many other parastatals would follow suit and also support sports that way. It may not necessarily be athletics alone. It can be any other sports discipline.
True.
Yes. And then so 2020, and then
that is 2020. That is when I joined Uganda prisons.
Yes.
I joined around August 2020. So remember,
I think I saw some pictures of you guys in
training
afterward when you had finished.
Yes. I went there for training. That was in 2020, and I was so happy to get such an opportunity, because very many young people there want to join, and sports is something that made us join so easily. And very many people have got an opportunity through sports. You know, they say, "Where are you from?" It's like a educational certificate.
Yeah, true.
You're presenting this, and this person is presenting his CV. Then sports give a better CV than some other stuff. So I think I joined. I was so happy. That was in 2020. So you know the kind of training of military training is also not easy. Yeah.
Yes.
Not easy.
Yes.
Though we could get chances of coming out to train a little bit, but you know, you can't incorporate military training
with athletics training.
Yes, because
they are both brutal.
Yeah, they are brutal. Because athletics, first of all, you need enough rest, and military training, sometimes you need to stay there all night. You need to stay there all night.
So when you would be resting,
yeah,
from athletics,
yes,
military wants you.
Yeah, military
active.
wants you. So it was kind of hard for me, but I'm glad I finished very well. I finished my course. I didn't drop out because I knew what I wanted. So when I came out, I was so happy. We started over again training in 2021.
Yes, because this is when COVID sets in.
Yes, this is now when COVID sets in. Yes, this is when now COVID sets in. Now 2021 we came in and started training. Though it was now a bit of restriction.
Yes.
For many of the people who are trying to do sports. So we came out and we started training again. By that time now I was under Coach Paul. He would help us and give us under more of a quarantine training because people were not allowed to move. The street was very silent by that time because of COVID. So I got an issue again. That time I got an injury.
Yes.
I got an injury. I got an hamstring. A very bad one.
I remember you were away for quite a while.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is how you missed out on the Olympic qualification?
Yes, I missed the Olympics qualification. Yes. I didn't run again that whole year. But one thing I liked about me, I kept the faith on. I didn't give up. I believed in myself that I can still get back and do something. So no, I think the whole of 2021 I was off. I had to come back in 2022.
And right there is where we will start off. Let's take another quick short break, and when we come back, Haron will tell us about his 2022, which I think was one of the highlights of your career so far.
Yes, I think.
Keep it here. It's UGathletix. Don't go away.
All right.
Haron Adoli of Uganda, national champion, made the semis of the African champs. He looks fired up. Could he go under 46 seconds for the first time? Really exciting young runner, Ngozi, in lane 4. And he has started really well, already eating up the stagger on the excellent Trinidadian King just outside him. No big move yet from Emmanuel Correa. Joseph's gone out quite hard for St. Lucia, but you would have expected that. And the Ugandan, second from the left, is coming under pressure now from Correa. So it's the Kenyan and the Botswanan leading, with Peters of Grenada trying to get in the mix for a top 3 finish, though he's a long way adrift now. Good running here by the Ugandan. Adoli right alongside Emmanuel Correa. Kenyan pulling away. Really good stuff by the Ugandan in third.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to UGathletix. Unfortunately, my colleague is busy and she's not able to be with us today. That is Mildred Gamba. Wherever you are, Mildred, hello. Yes, she's held up at work and she can't be here. So we are here, and I'm here with the giant. I've always I had not noticed how much taller you are compared to me. I always thought I was tall, but today, when we stand up, we may not now. I won't. I will not stand for the embarrassment.
Okay. Next
So-
time.
Yeah, so 2022, your injury is gone,
Yeah.
you're back,
Yes.
we're running,
Yes.
and we miraculously, or should I say, we have the opportunity to use Nambole,
Yes.
which had been cut off because Nambole Stadium was a COVID quarantine center.
Yeah.
So nobody was allowed in unless you were a COVID patient or something like that. So, but thank God we managed to, the Uganda Athletics Federation manages to secure the permission to use. So life comes back on track and field.
Yeah. I think I should say a very big thank you to Uganda Athletics Federation because they have fought so hard to always have that stadium, because that stadium has been a multi-purpose stadium
True.
for medication, praying, very many things happen there.
Yes, true.
So they always try to see how they can help us access. And without them, I think we would have not made it right there.
True.
So 2022, we get back on track. Nambole is open, and we are trying to, to better ourselves now.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of hard work that we put in, and a lot of sacrifices that we put in. I think 2022 was one of my best year. If I'm to say, I'm a religious person, I think God wanted to unveil me in 2022.
Yes.
God wanted to unveil me in 2022, but nevertheless, we had Morocco, and not Morocco. We had the African one?
African seniors.
African seniors in.
Yeah. So you're saying you went to Mauritius.
Yes, Mauritius. That was 2022. I think Mauritius was not as expected also because of the weather. Mauritius is a very cold place to be in. I think it is colder than Kapchorwa. I think it is colder than Eldoret. It is a very, very cold place that it is very hard for a sprinter to really do well. So when we went there in Mauritius, we didn't do so well. I remember I stopped in semi-finals because of the rain, and I was kind of feeling still my hamstring. Yeah. So we came back. We didn't give up still. When we came back and we started working in. I remember my friend, that is where I got an injury from, Benson.
Yes,
that is where I picked up
Benson
an
picked
injury.
up an injury, yes.
Very many sprinters got injuries right from there because it is cold and, it is very easy to pull. So we came back and started now doing work. Extremely hard work now. Extremely hard work.
Where you vomit.
Yes, where you vomit now.
At every training session.
Yes, every training session. Now it was hard work. So because I had made it in Commonwealth, but not a very good time to be right there in, to be in the limelight of Commonwealth. But I was already in the team already.
Yes.
So we now needed to better that time.
Yes.
Remember, I ran 46.45 in 2019.
Yes.
And I was still running 46.
And we're going for the Commonwealth Games.
And we are going for Commonwealth Games. It is now coming to 4 or 5 years. You're still doing the same time.
Doing the same time, yes.
It was really something so bad for me because it was not how we expected something so fast. So we went there in Commonwealth Games, and I remember my first hit. I was with the Kenyan Korir.
Yes,
It's now the Olympics.
Emmanuel Korir.
Yeah, he came in. So, when you're running with those top guys, you run how they are running. When their pace, what they put, because 400 is all about judgment of
Yes.
pace. You just don't run. So I saw him right. He has not passed me. I was comfortable because I know he's a 44 guy and I'm a 46 guy.
But here you are, you're comfortable.
Yes, I'm comfortable.
And you're seeing him.
Yes, I'm seeing him. By 200 meters, he hasn't passed me. I knew I was in a good pace. By 300 meters, he hasn't still passed me. I said, yeah, I think I'm really running well. So I reached the 350 meters. I think that is when he realized he was running slow also. He had to engage around the 350, 360. So I think I made it to the semi-finals.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to make it in the semi-finals.
And I think Emmanuel Correa got disqualified.
Yeah, he got disqualified
for stepping
the
outside
line
of his line.
Yeah, though he had very many excuses when after I asked him that what really happened. I remember the funniest excuse he has ever given me, that he thought he was doing 800 meters.
You never know, because for me, I think Correa is more of a 800 meters runner than a 400 meters runner.
Yeah, he said, I thought I was doing 800 meters.
So he crossed.
I was like, dude, you've run 300 meters. 800 is like the first curve. So it was funny for me.
Okay.
So we had another day. We had an opportunity still to better ourselves. Remember, we have not yet hit our personal best from the hits. It was a 46.3 something there. 30.38. Yeah, just there. But we have already made it feel like, okay, it was a comfortable 46. It is like a championship. You don't want to burn out and you don't want to waste a lot of energy.
Yes.
So we still get another break off to get to the semi-finals. And the D-Day reaches.
Yes.
I've never been so comfortable in any race like that. I never had any pressure. I never had, sometimes when you're not on the limelight, you have no pressure. I think a person like Dusha Cheptegei, when he's going to run, he has more pressure than any other athlete.
Yeah, because everybody expects you to perform.
Yeah, everybody.
All eyes are on you. All cameras. What's he going to do today?
Yes, what is he gonna do?
Even the competitors that have come, everyone has
Yes.
been watching your videos. Everybody is trying to figure out what it is that you're going to do.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to get to the top, but it's another thing to stay up at the top.
Yeah. So I think the pressure. I never had the pressure so much because I'm just there.
Yeah.
I can never.
Simple.
Yes, I'm so simple.
Simple Ugandan from
Amolata district.
Yes, Agweno
Nywa. Yes. So I think being not so much, it helped me because I never had the pressure. So when we go to the semi-finals, and semi-finals, people run crazy because they want to be in the finals.
Yes.
They run it like a finals again.
Yes.
So the gun goes. We start off. So it is judgment of my pace. The first 100 meters in the curve, I saw I'm still comfortable. 150. I'm moving well, effortlessly. I check because always the distance is 6 meters. I saw I'm still maintaining the 6 meters. I'm comfortable because the guy who was in front of me was Pesela from Botswana. He's a 45 guy, I'm a 46 guy. I don't want to rush on him and get him up. It means I'm running a wrong pace. I'm using them. We reach 200 meters. I'm closing on him, and the person behind me is from Australia. He's a 44 guy. He hasn't still closed on me. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm still good to go. If I'm still within these people, I think I'm within a good range to make the finals. So remember Mweresa was behind the Australian guy. So for us, I didn't see him. So this guy, when we reached 250 meters, boys started changing the pace. So when they changed now the pace, I saw this guy bypassed me, the Australian guy. Not knowing him, Moires already had bypassed him also from the other side. That is now when something came into my mind. That, oh, I'm slow. That is how we judge the 400. I'm slow. I started now engaging another gear to catch up with the people. Luckily enough, I didn't see how the distance between me and the other guys, it was far, which could easily make you being discouraged.
Yes.
Yeah, so I fought, and it was a win for me. And every Ugandan was very excited for me. Everybody from the federation was excited for me.
Yeah.
Because it was an unexpected win from me,
I think for me, away from what you're saying, I think for me, in that Commonwealth Games, I must say I expected it. I expected you to win.
Okay.
And I think I expected you to go ahead and medal.
Okay. I think people who were working closely with me, because you've been interacting with me most of the time, so you knew probably what we are doing.
Yes, a bit.
And a little bit of what we are doing. And I think that is what gave you the confidence,
Yeah, because I personal, this is my personal feeling. I felt, I didn't see anything special with the other guys. I didn't really see anything special.
So when the body was picking up by that time, the body was really picking up, because when we got to the finals, when we ran the semi-finals, the body had already picked up, and actually I was supposed to medal.
Absolutely right.
But the reason why I didn't medal, because of experience. Still the same experience. Because I was fit. I think I was the most fittest guy there, because basing on what I trained on, I had all what it takes. I had endurance in me.
Yes.
Because the 500 meters, I was doing some quality time, that is around 59s, comfortably. When you bring me in 150 meters, I was still doing quality times, that is 15.12, which is so quick for a 400 meter
runner, yes.
Which even very few 200 meter guys do that also. So I think when you bring me to 300 meters, I was doing really well. The two curves, I was doing already 32 point something. So I think I had all the qualities of, I had all the fitness of medaling. So day for the finals come, 1 gold medal, and everybody in their own line. And we start off very well, extremely very well. I don't know how they gave the lines. Maybe you will help me, because I think by that time I had the second best time.
Coming into the final, yes.
Yes, I had the second best time. I expected to be in front of the person who had the best time.
Yes.
That is Hudson Smith. I expected to be in front of him.
Yes.
So I didn't know how they gave me. So when we the most favorite in that final was me. I was doing well. Hudson Smith, the homeboy, was really doing so well. Samokonga, people didn't expect him to get a medal.
Oh yes.
Because because when he ran his first race, it was a 44. And people say, no, he can't come back. It is a championship. He's fatigued and he can't run all this fast. And even in the semi-finals, he ran a 46 something, 0 something. And people like, he's tired. So I was actually among the favorite people.
Yes, you were among the favorites.
So when we got into the starting line, I remember I had the Australian house behind me. It was me. It was Jonathan Jones in front of me. And these guys are all, remember now, my first time in 45.
Yes.
It was a great feeling for me.
Yes.
Being among the big boys also.
You're hanging out with the big boys.
I was hanging around the big boys. So all these guys now, most of them, were in 44s. It was only me and Moresa that were in 40. But Moresa was in a 45 early his personal best.
Yes.
So we start off the first curve. I was maintaining my distance very well, but I only made 2 mistakes that which were so regrettable for me, because when I even reached the finishing line, I didn't feel like I ran. I was just okay. So my execution was good, but I was judging the 44 guy because I was using him to know my pace. It is my first time. I don't know all these paces. I'm using him to know my pace. I am seeing Jones in front of me to judge my pace. I am seeing Addison Smith. He has gotten all other guys. I know he has mistimed this pace because he's running with fast guys. So when I see this guy, he's not closing on me, and I'm seeing my distance with Jones. I'm just in the middle there. I said I'm good to go. I'm good to go. So when these guys realized that I had one of the best finish in Commonwealth, I think. I had a very good finish. I think they came with a strategy of 300. We should step fast before this guy here. I didn't know it. I just realized it sometimes. So they came with a strategy. It was we should step before him. So I reached 200 meters. This guy had not reached me yet. The Australian guy. He's a 44 guy. I said, am I too fast or am I too slow? Sometimes you're thinking of, should I put, or because you're thinking that if you don't distribute your energy well, you're gonna pay for it in the last 100 meters. So I reached 200 meters. I saw Jones was around 8 meters from me. Remember, the initial distance is around 6 meters. So I wanted now to cover up, to close him.
Yes.
I wanted now to start closing him. I started running from 200 meters. I started pushing from 200 meters. And when we reached 300 meters, this guy were like 5 meters ahead of me. I remember the commentator said the Ugandan is coming. They expected me to get
move,
those guys.
Yes.
So when we reached there, around 350, I was still pushing. So one of the things that I did, another mistakes that I did, it was I saw 3 guys 10 meters to the finishing line, and I said, my dream is all off now. My hopes are gone. 3 medals have gone in front of me.
When you could have actually.
Yes. When I could have pushed a little bit harder. Yes.
And, so I think you let the rest of the team, the rest of the competitors, you gave them too much respect.
Yes.
And they got so much into your head.
Yeah.
And you are running a very cautious race.
Yes.
Or should I say you ran their races and you forgot to run your own?
Yes, I think I ran theirs. I ran their race. I ran their race.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I think that was a huge highlight of your career.
Yeah.
In the Commonwealth Games and hitting your, personal best. So how has life been after the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, life has been not so bad. People got to know me also. Yeah, I remember it was something so special for me. It was like a dream for me because I got to be known by very many people. So life has been not really so bad for me, and
so
we are still.
For once, you ceased to be the underdog.
Yes. Now.
So now the next time you are for an international competition.
Yeah. True.
Not just the event organizers. I know the media and everybody else now.
Yeah.
So
the
now
attention.
the attention shifts.
Yeah. True.
You are also one of the many.
Yeah.
One of the competitors, not one of the participants.
Yeah. I think the most important thing is you believe in yourself so much, and these are the challenges that most of the athletes get when they are getting out there, and they tell them, you go have fun, go have the experience. But I think an athlete should go that I'm going to win this. And when I went for Commonwealth, I was like, I am going to win this. Remember, I'm going with 46. But in my heart, I'm saying I am going to come back with gold medal.
There was the heart of a lion.
Yes, I am going to come back with gold medal. So most of the times people try to discourage you, because I remember when we were at National Council of Sports, one of the top guys came to us. They say, you guys, you first go and have experience and see how the place is. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But inside me, I'm like, I am going for this.
It's beyond just experience.
Yeah, so it has been good for me. I have never had any challenges.
Okay.
Because I at least life gets better in athletics the more you run better.
True.
Yeah, it is not as well as it is, but I think it drew the attention of very many people that if we try to help this guy, he can do somewhere. And I'm really, really so happy for guys who are trying to make this dream come true. Coach Paul, I should say thank you very much. He's trying his level best. Felix is trying to
Felix Okello.
Yes, Felix Okello.
Pharaoh.
Yes. The federation, I will say thank you very much. You guys, you're doing a great job. And very many people who are praying for us. There are people who cannot provide for us, but they put us in prayers. Friends who say, I'm praying for you. I am so privileged, you guys. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so just about now, we'll take our final break. And when we come back, we'll wrap it up with our athlete, aka the giant in the studio today. Keep it here, UGathletix. Thank you. You're most welcome back to UGathletix. We are here in studio, only the two of us, myself and my giant in the studio, Haron Adoli. Yes, Haron.
Yes.
After the Commonwealth Games, now you are training in Kenya. Also because, for many reasons.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, is Nambole is undergoing renovations, and we cannot use the inside track. Even now, after the 3 trials so far, the Federation was able to get access to the warm-up track, which is outside of the stadium. So the inside is still undergoing renovation. So hopefully mid this year, maybe in a 2 or 3 months' time, we should be able to return to Nambole. So you have been in Kenya.
Yeah.
Sasa, should we now change the language to Swahili, or we
let's first stay.
Yes. How are things in Kenya?
Things the training is good. That is the most important things, but it comes with a lot of challenges also, because it is a new environment, new community, and new people with different weather, different food, So it is really a very big challenge to, But sometimes if you're focused and you want to do some other things, you need to sacrifice a lot and do the things. One of the reasons that you mentioned it earlier for us to be in Kenya, because Nambole is closed, which was not accessible at that time. And I think it is still under construction.
Yeah, it's still.
And I hope we can get back home to, train again. I think it will be good. So those are some of the challenges, new environment. And, sometimes also you've seen very many people who change. I think for me, it is also a coach. Changing a coach is also a challenge, because you're dealing with somebody who knows you. There are people you work with, and they really understand you. They can tell that, this guy is behaving in such a way because of this and this. They know how to handle you because you've been working with them for a long time. So that is another challenge that is also there. But with the guidelines and everything, I think we are still working in, because we still communicate, and he asks, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. So how basically can we put it right? Then he comes in and say, you are supposed to do this and this, like this. Another challenge now that comes also is a financial challenge, because it is a foreign land that nobody knows you, and you need to survive.
Yeah.
You need to survive. There are costs that you need to pay.
Yeah,
and
true.
That you cannot go without paying them.
Yeah.
I think the first cost we pay there is the field. For you to access the field, you need to pay. Another thing that you need to pay is the gym. For you to access the gym, you need to pay. And all this, it is a requirement of training that you can say, I can go and do without it. You need to pay rent.
Yeah.
For accommodation where you're sleeping. Luckily enough, now we have gotten transport out.
Okay.
It is a nearby distance which is walkable.
Okay.
Yeah, we walk and come back. We walk and come back. The food itself, there is no matoke, no much matoke,
And not much bueno.
no much bueno, So you're dealing with all these things, and those are some of the challenges that I'm facing currently.
Yeah. Where there is a will, there is always a way.
Yeah.
And who is training you in Kenya?
I'm currently working with Coach Mwanzo Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah, he has handled very many Ugandans. He has helped them.
Okay.
I think he worked with Tassis. He worked with Benson.
Okay.
He worked with Pius. And these are some of the people that he has helped from this place. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have had Kenya has been a very good hunting ground for you.
Okay.
On track.
Yeah.
Because I remember at their national athletics championships.
Yes.
I think you've had a very good run there.
Yeah. I remember that when I came with the personal best. I must say 2022 was a good year for me.
Wherever you went, you harvested something.
Yes, because I ran a personal best 4 times in 2022, which I wish I could repeat it. I could dig to 44, I think. I ran a personal best in Kenya. I came back in Uganda, did a personal best. I went to Birmingham, did personal best twice. So Kenya has really been so good for me because, you know, when you're running with quick guys, I think the competition is there.
It's higher, yes.
And they know what they are running. You can really run a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier on, we mentioned that you are a 400, 200 meters runner. But I don't hear much about your 200 meters.
One of the reasons why I'm not doing 200 so much because I'm concentrating in 400. Remember, 400 is an open race. We have never had 400 that this guy is going to win 400. 400 is full of surprises. Anybody can win according to how you can handle. So I think with the hard work and what I did, I'm doing 200, but I do 200 also, but not so much because most of the times I've done 200 meters. I've done it with the fatigue from 400, and there is no way you can run a quicker 200. But I think one of these days I have to come and run a 200 without fatigue and see how
it goes.
Yeah, and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you very much. I don't know if you have any last words to give the viewers.
Okay. So I'm so happy once again, viewers, to be hosted here. It is really a good platform to see that we are seen all over the world. I'm really so happy for the great work you're doing behind here, to see that you accommodate all types of athletes, right from upcoming to international players. I want to send my message, right, to the players, to the federation, to everybody. My first message to the federation is don't get tired of us.
I'm sure they won't.
Yeah, don't get tired of us. If there are possible ways you can help us get to our dreams, please. We'll be so happy. And to the players out there who really wants to be the next Cheptegei and some other people there.
Yes.
Don't wait for the federation. Don't wait for anybody. Let them find you wherever you are. And let's keep working. I know everything is achievable. I started running in the era of Eliud Kipchoge. I didn't run now. You can imagine that my role model is Eliud, the 42 guy. I didn't run in the era of Bolt.
No.
Yes, so I started running. He likes saying no human being is limited.
Limited, yes.
So I think anybody can get to run anytime as long as you're willing to work for it. To the entire viewers, I want to say thank you very much for your prayers. Just keep us in prayers. And I know God will one day make Uganda a proud country. And I know we're already
blessed by God.
Yeah, we're already blessed by God because I see quick times are coming in all distances now. You see that. So that is my final remark to everybody.
Thank you very much. And you said your role model is Eliud Kipchoge.
Yes.
So, but in the 400 meters, you don't have any person you look up to?
The 400 meters, I think I look at Eliud Kipchoge because the hard work he put in, because he has lasted and the discipline he has put in.
Yes.
I think if I can apply that in my area,
you can also do
great. I can do great. I think most of these guys, I didn't get to know them. I just like them anyway, but there are very many guys that I like Isaac Makwala.
Yes.
He's a very good 400 meter runner. I like the world record holder.
Wade Van Niekerk.
Yes, he's a very good 400-meter runner. I like how Gardner runs effortlessly.
Oh yes, that one.
He is a very good one. I
Yes.
like James.
Kirani James.
Yes, I like Warner, the American guy who used to run 43.
Jeremy Warner.
Yeah, who used to run 43.
He was said to. He should have been the successor.
Yeah.
To Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
When Johnson's career came to an end.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he didn't get to break Johnson's record until Wade came along.
Don't even forget about our very own Kamoga.
Davis Kamoga.
When we see his videos, he was really a very good athlete that I also look up to.
He was strong.
Yeah.
So do you interact regularly with Davis Kamoga?
Yeah, not so much, but he always advises me where it is right, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he always advises me on what to do sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think if such athletes that have run long time can come in and do work with the young athletes, because that is the experience we want to know. We want to know that you are doing road run. How many kilometers were you doing?
Yes.
What were you doing before your race? How many hours were you sleeping? What type of food were you eating?
Yes.
What type of workouts were you majorly? Yeah, I think if they come in and help us,
yes.
I think we can really do great.
And I think great, you're already doing great.
Yeah, I think.
So thank you again for sparing time.
Okay.
This guy was supposed to have gone back to Kenya yesterday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got delayed, so he's heading back to Kenya today. So he has really sacrificed his time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Haron Adoli, our guest tonight. We thank him very much and we wish him the best in his endeavors. If you want to advertise anything, especially if it's something that supports athletics, you can do it here. Contact us. Our contacts are displayed after an episode. Thank you very much for being with us here. Keep it here. It's UGathletix. Thank you very much to the guys that operate behind the scenes. Mr. James Ogwang, who is our producer. Thank you very much, Mr. Josman Lutwa, who is our executive producer. Thank you very much, Alfred Okumu, the camera operator. Thank you, Mildred Gamba, who is unfortunately not here today, but because for reasons beyond our control, she's at work. She can't be here. Thank you. Adios.